be.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be careful as I'm crossing the street. Okay, don't take this too hard, but if I went to the shed and learned echolocation from the belugas, you'd still be a nervous wreck. Thank you. I am an adult. Guess I'll be home for dinner. Wheels, please. And the colorful ones? Thanks, Mom. Love you too. Curse you, belugas.
Hi, you dropped this.
Did they move the modern wing?
No, I'm just deaf.
And that makes you a robot?
No, you just looked like you needed help. So I found this on the App Store.
Oh, that's neat.
I'm Cheryl.
Nice to meet you, Cheryl. I'm Leo. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Is something wrong?
No, I mean, I was just introducing myself and you just did that.
Oh God,
No,
I'm
it's-
sorry. I wasn't looking
It's
at your
fine.
lips. I didn't know.
Thank you. It's fine. So what
I'm
brings you to
gonna
the
head
Institute?
out. What
I'm
did you
sorry.
say?
Okay, how about one of us just shuts up and the other one listens?
I can't do that.
Shut up?
Listen,
Okay, right. I'll shut up now.
I'm just gonna go.
Please don't.
Why not?
Because I've never talked to R2-D2 before.
Talk to who?
Nothing. Nothing. Just sit. So, what brings you to the Art Institute?
Business. I'm a graphic designer.
Nice.
What do you do?
Depress people at the Art Institute.
What?
Kidding. Kidding. Sorry, lately I've just been plastered with pity.
Hate to break this to you, but it never goes away.
Seriously?
You'll be hearing absurd comments like, if I could give you my eyes I would, for the rest of your life.
Oh, then end me now.
Don't worry, you'll learn to block it out.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, you can't see the fake sympathy painted on their faces.
I like that phrase.
What? Painted faces?
Yeah, it describes the expression perfectly. You can tell that it's forced, that they're not the kind, selfless saints they swear they are, but they really do think they sell it.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that, but from a whole lifetime of experience, that's just what it looks like to me. An image of state, like Reuben, ramen. Gosh, this thing is annoying. Roman Empire commissions. What do you see?
Oh, sorry. 4 pairs of Corinthian columns and 3 stilted arches. The size tapers downwards, making it look like the columns are being crushed, which is so annoying.
So you're an architect?
Was.
Well, I mean, what's to say you can?
Hypocrite.
What?
You're definitely making the face.
How would you know?
I can smell it.
Really?
Yeah, Tory Burch and, cheap colored pencils. Oh, the robot has arms?
I use Prismacolor.
Sure, Crayola.
Tell me more. What do you like about architecture?
Well, I like using mathematics for more than just numbers. I like using it for intricacy.
I bet you worship Polycletus.
Well, no, it's technically not the correct pronunciation of Polycleidos, but yes, I studied him and other architects extensively in grad school.
Sorry?
You know, the name you just tried to say? All perfect proportions lie within nature.
Again, I apologize for this awful thing, but I also had a love for classicism in college. I hate when architects and designers think they're fun for being imperfect. I think they're really just lazy, but that's the world we live in. Mass production, basic but bold design, intricate detail works like Gothic churches, or Trump loyal ceilings, too elaborate nowadays.
Yeah. French Gothic is my favorite, but it's not laziness that forbids intricacy per se. I mean, sometimes it just takes so long to get those permits that people don't have the energy. Although I did have an internship with an architect who was determined to incorporate Gothic elements into her blueprints. I mean, it did bode over well with the financiers, but I appreciated her efforts.
Why do you like Gothic so much?
Oh, what's not to like about French Gothic? It practically forces designers, such as yourself, to incorporate detailed glasswork and organic sculpture into their blueprints. I mean, they're built to be surreal, heavenly. It just evokes inspiration. There was this one time in high school, me and my friends were driving around and we came across this town with Gothic churches like everywhere. I was such a nerd. I made them drive around for hours until we'd found every last one.
Town with lots of Gothic churches?
Yeah, and a school with a campanile.
What did the school have?
A Romanesque bell tower?
A campanile?
I mean, yeah, your app says it weird, but it was magnificent. Probably the tallest point in the entire town. I mean, I would do anything to get up there and take pictures.
Did you say something?
The tree line in the fall would make a great backdrop.
Oh yeah, probably.
Personally, I'll never see it.
What? I need to see your face. Remember?
Actually, I think I've kept you here long enough. Go enjoy Chicago's finest show.
Would you like to join me?
No, thank you. I've seen it all.
But I think it'd be fun.
I think it's time I go home.
But you.
Have fun.
I can't do that. You're upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just facing the facts.
What facts?
That I don't feel comfortable here anymore. Pieces move around constantly. It's not the same space. And besides, I'm not an architect anymore. I don't need the inspiration.
But I bet there are other jobs out there for
There
it.
isn't, at least not in the art field. I mean, I could get creative, but it's been 7 months and I haven't found anything. My master's is a waste. There's nothing to do with a degree in architecture except be an architect.
You're talking really fast now, but just because you can't create art doesn't mean you can't work around it. What if you worked here?
Great idea, Cheryl.
Right? You could be a manager or coordinator. I'll help you find something.
You can't.
Why not?
You just can't.
Two heads are better than.
You can't help me. You barely understand me. I'm sorry I just laid all my personal problems on you, but it's been so long since anyone in this place has noticed me as anything other than a freaking handicap hazard. And a deaf girl who can barely pick up on my every other word is definitely not the one who can help me. Don't get me wrong, you seem super nice, super generous, but unless you have an extra pair of eyes or even just your ears, you can't help me.
What's your favorite cathedral?
Who cares?
I care, and I bet that woman that got you the internship cared. So, what is it?
This is pointless. Goodbye.
Leo.
I'm done talking to a robot!
I'm not useless. If all you wanted was pity, you asked the wrong person to sit down. I'm so sorry, Cheryl. You're not useless. Everything just came out. I'm such a mess right now. That's no excuse.
I know. I should be more open-minded and definitely not take my frustrations out on you. Hello? Please say something. I'm sorry I degraded you. I just...
You're not worthless, Leo.
I heard there's a new Renaissance gallery on display. If you want me to show you around, you know, best I can. Your phone didn't die, right?
We'll find better ways to communicate.
Look at the stars, Mia.
Wow, they are so gorgeous. I used to live in Chicago, so I'd never see this many stars.
Exactly. Iowa might be in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by corn, but at least we've got our stars.
This has been a really lovely day, Dimitri. First the movies, now this.
I mean, the movie was kind of weird. You know, when they started dissecting her small intestine, like, it was rom-com, but it sort of screamed Silence of the Lambs.
You'd be surprised what dates I've been on.
Like what?
Well, once a guy took me to a movie theater because they were showing old movies.
That's basically what we did, except old movies, so like 50s, 60s.
Shrek 3.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing screams romance like a giant green ogre and a talking donkey. Is that your laugh, Dimitri?
No, it's the atmosphere. I've been eating popcorn. I have allergies.
Oh, just allergies.
Okay, fine, whatever, Mia. Cat's out of the bag. I laugh like a hyena with a sinus infection.
Oh, no, you're exaggerating. It's more like a goat giving birth to triplets.
So funny.
I'm sorry?
Apology not accepted.
No, really, it's charming.
More like obnoxious.
Obnoxiously charming.
Something like that. So, what's your favorite color?
Really?
What?
Favorite color? That's about the most basic question you could ask.
Well, we didn't get to talk much during the movie, so now we get to know each other outside of math class.
I hate small talk.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of meaningless questions with meaningless answers.
Well, I don't think colors are meaningless, but that is usually what first dates consist of.
So, let's be different.
Different?
Yeah, let's skip the small talk. Straight to the deep and meaningful questions.
All right. What is your greatest fear?
Purple.
Purple? That's your greatest fear?
Yup. And it's my favorite color.
Told you small talk could be interesting.
Fine.
So, why is it your favorite color?
I don't know exactly. I guess I've just liked it. Practically my whole life. What's your favorite?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Please, not yellow.
But why?
I don't know, Dimitri, it's so perky and bright.
Yeah.
It's like the girl on student council who won't stop talking even when no one is listening to her. I don't know, it's irritating. It's too happy.
Too happy? Is there such a thing?
Definitely.
What do you have against happiness?
Well, it's not just happiness, it's hope. How people keep trying and trying to achieve this strange construct, it's just unrealistic.
Okay, well, yellow isn't just happiness. It's tragedy, and it's love, and it's desire. It's a color of stars and daffodils. It's beautiful, it's iridescent, and I love it.
Yep, you're definitely an art major.
Sorry for geeking out, but I do enjoy talking about some vibrant hues.
You seem like the kind of guy to have a million weird art history facts up your sleeve at all times.
Actually...
Here we go.
Did you know Vincent van Gogh once drank yellow paint?
No, I didn't. Did he really?
He thought if he drank it, his insides would be happy.
Wow.
I mean, most people at the time thought that was weird too, because pain is toxic, and never mind the fact it has no correlation to one's happiness whatsoever, but he drank it because he wanted to be happy. Can't really blame them though, that's all any of us want really. To be happy.
So that's why yellow is tragic.
I guess. It means so much, but it means different things to everyone.
And that's why you love yellow. Well, I guess yellow is a cooler color than I thought. Really makes my purple seem lame.
Are you kidding me? Purple is not lame.
Really?
It's found in sunsets, but only sometimes. It's a rarity. A combination red and blue.
Exactly, it's not even its own color, it's just a combination.
No. It's more like a mixture of two very opposite extremities that come together to create one elegant hue. It's the color of violets in your dress.
Grapes.
And also true.
I think that's why I like it.
Because of grapes?
Grapes are my favorite fruit. Ooh, another small talk question. But, yeah, I think that's why I like the color purple.
Wait, most grapes aren't even purple.
But some are. They're a rarity.
So, what did you say you were studying again? We don't really learn much about each other in our calculus class.
We don't really learn much of anything in our calculus class. But yeah, I'm undecided. I'm thinking about nursing or something so that I can be a nurse maybe, but I'm not really sure.
Why a nurse?
I don't know exactly. It seems stable and I like helping people and everything, so why not, you know?
So, do you love it?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's just, personally, I don't see the purpose in pursuing something you don't love, you know?
It's just not that simple.
Well, yes it is. Come on, has there ever been anything you're passionate about?
Well, when I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut, to walk on the moon and look at the stars. Like this, but up there.
So, why don't you?
It's unrealistic.
Well, give yourself a chance.
What do you mean?
You're just telling yourself that you're not good enough and then moving on. I mean, if you're really passionate about something, then nothing else matters.
That's unrealistic.
Well, you're too young to give up on yourself.
I'm not, you just drop it, Dimitri. I think I can see Orion's belt. Oh, look. There's the Big Dipper.
The stars are so beautiful. Oh, I painted something like that once.
That's awesome. Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah. Right here.
Is that at a school?
Jefferson Elementary School, my alma mater. It's about half an hour from Des Moines.
That's adorable.
The kids were so cute. They turned off all the lights and they would dance around with the glow and the dark paint illuminating their faces.
Wow. The life of an artist, I guess. It seems like so much fun.
It has its days.
But really, just capturing so many gorgeous moments and being able to recreate them so others can enjoy them too. It's just so cool.
Well, that's me because I am cool.
Oh, don't push your luck.
Oh, don't be a hater, Mia. You said it yourself. I am cool.
I haven't regretted
Oh,
anything
but
since
you said it because I am cool.
I didn't say you were cool. I said being an artist was cool. So, take that.
Fine. You win.
But, is it hard sometimes? I mean, I really admire it and everything. It doesn't seem very stable.
It's not. Not at all, actually, but I love it. Everyone should do what they love.
Yeah.
Especially you, Mia.
Dimitri.
I'm serious. I know you're undecided, but you shouldn't go straight to what you see as the easy road, I guess. Go to astronaut school or whatever, Mia. Go to the moon and see the stars.
It's just not that simple.
Yes, it is. You can soar into the sky millions and millions of miles into the atmosphere. You can escape from all these earthly troubles and be free.
We can be plenty free with our feet still
What's
on the ground.
got you here?
Everything! Okay? My sister's gonna be married in a few months, and my parents have been struggling to pay
sorry.
rent. And I don't know why you're talking about this like you know me. You don't know me, Dimitri.
at the stars, Mia. Can you see the stars?
Yes.
In a universe so big, everyone is a stranger, but that doesn't mean anything in the grand universal plan of things. Rather I've known you for 10 minutes or I met you 10 years ago doesn't matter. Because when I look up at those stars, all I can see is how small we are and insignificant. But I look at where I am and I don't feel insignificant with you here today, Mia. There are so many places in outer space. There are so many stars, but I can't help but feel like the most beautiful one is right in front of me. But she's too blind to see her own brightness, her beautiful, iridescent brightness. Because she's too afraid of the toxicity or afraid of closure. Mia, I know we've only known each other for a very short amount of time, but I already know that you're a girl who deserves to be happy because you deserve the absolute...
Wow.
That was,
Yeah. Dimitri?
Mia?
Never mind, it's weird.
Wait, don't tell me.
When we kissed, my eyes were closed, but all I could see were the stars.
Lights up on Alice sitting on a park bench watching her daughter's t-ball game. Kevin enters. He is Alice's husband. As Kevin enters, Alice is terrified.
Hey, can I sit? You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure everything was decent after last night.
Can we just watch the game?
What?
Let's just watch the game.
Are you still upset? Okay. You were upset.
I'm not.
We had a tiny fight last night, all couples fight.
I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Alice gets up and runs off towards stage right. An announcement plays saying the score is now 5-4 as Lily Thompson hits a home run. Lily enters from stage right running and out of breath.
Mom, my team's winning now.
That's great, honey. You hit your first home run.
Yeah, you should have seen me run the bases. I was running so hard, I thought I was gonna die. Can we go to Dairy Queen when the game is over?
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna get the banana split blizzard. Mom, is that Dad sitting over there? What happened yesterday? I heard lots of yelling. Why didn't he come with us to Auntie Marlene's house?
Lily, good job out there. Are you okay?
Lily, you should probably go back with your team. I bet Coach O'Gallagher is wondering where you are.
What? Oh, okay, Mom.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Can we please talk about whatever's bothering you?
I think I'm gonna go live with my sister for a couple weeks.
Why?
I don't feel safe around you.
What are you talking about?
Our fight?
It was a small fight about me being around more. That's something I'm willing to work on.
Do you remember anything from last night?
Everything's a little blurry. I had a couple of drinks. We're adults. Let's just sit down and talk about it.
I'm not gonna sit with you.
Come on, Alice. Stop being a child.
I'm not being a child.
Hey, calm down. We're starting to be those parents.
What do you mean?
The parents that scream about random stuff at every t-ball game we've been to. They're usually yelling about finances or where their 5-year-old kids should go to college in the future. I've even heard some parents yelling at their kids about t-ball. We can't be those parents.
We're not.
We've always been honest with each other. Just tell me what's wrong.
I have to go to the bathroom.
As Alice exits stage left, Lily enters again from stage right hesitantly. She sits on the bench and Kevin puts his arm around her.
Dad, why didn't you come with us last night?
Oh, it's complicated.
Are you and Mom fighting?
We were just having an adult conversation.
Is Mom okay? I woke up this morning at Auntie Marlene's house and she was crying. I pretended to be asleep so she didn't see me. I love Mom. I don't want her to be sad.
Me neither.
Everything is going to be okay. Right, Dad?
Yeah, I promise you, no matter what happens, everything will be okay.
Alice re-enters.
Hey, are you ready to talk?
Get your hands off my daughter! She's mine!
What?
Mom, what are you talking about?
Alice grabs Lily by the arm.
Lily, we should go. I don't want you to get hurt.
What? Why would I get hurt?
Kevin grabs Lily's other arm.
Don't touch her! You're going to hurt her!
No, I'm not!
Stop yelling!
Lily, go hang out with your friends for a little while we talk. I promise I'll still get you Dairy Queen after.
Okay, Mom.
Don't touch me.
Alice, talk to me. I'm your husband. Do you remember when we first met? You screamed at me because you thought I was following you. You were so stubborn, you wouldn't believe anything I said to you. But eventually, your friend calmed you down and we actually talked.
What does that have anything to do with us now?
Do you remember that night?
Yeah, I remember that. I was never with any other guys before, so I was just a little bit freaked out. Do you remember what I first liked about you?
Not really, no.
At first, I thought you were just some creep that spent all their time at bars. I thought this because you were dressed horribly. You were wearing a stained t-shirt with holes in it. What made me come around is how you treated me. Instead of attacking me back that night, you stayed calm, respectful, charming.
So you think I'm charming, huh?
You're such a dork.
It's been a good 8 years.
Yeah.
Come on, that fight was nothing.
Do you actually not remember most of it?
I remember parts.
What parts?
I walked in and you were upset because I'd been coming home late and working a lot. I forgot exactly what happened next.
So you don't remember?
Remember what?
Alice removes her cardigan and reveals that she has two massive bruises on her shoulder.
What are those?
They're bruises, Kevin.
From what?
You really don't know. You came home at 3 a.m., so of course I nagged you about being out late, working all the time. For the past couple months, I've barely seen you. I miss you. You were obviously drinking because you stumbled through the door, barely able to walk. You've never been much of a drinker, so I don't know what happened. Our fight just kept escalating and escalating, and then you shoved me to the ground.
Alice, I'm so sorry.
Why were you drinking?
I was really stressed out.
About what? You've never been a heavy drinker.
I got laid off.
Why couldn't you just tell me that? Why'd you have to go to the bar?
I don't know. One of my friends offered to pay for my drinks, and I just couldn't say no.
Yes, you could have. I collapsed after you told me that, and I decided to leave and take Lily to my sister's place. How could the person that makes you feel the safest turn into the person that scares you the most in just 1 second?
I had no idea.
You're lucky I didn't call the cops.
Alice, look at me. I am so sorry. There is no excuse for what I did, and I hope you can forgive me.
Kevin,
Yeah?
I'm leaving for a couple of weeks, and I'm taking Lily with me. I don't want you around her right now.
What? I know you need some time, but why do you want to take my daughter away from me?
It's best for her. Can you do it, please, for me, for Lily?
I would never hurt her.
I thought you would never hurt me. But then it happened. I'm just trying to protect her.
She doesn't need protecting from me. I'm not just going to get angry one day and start hitting her.
What if you go out drinking again? You don't know what's going to happen.
I promise you, I'm never going to hurt her or you ever again. That was one night. We've been together for so long. We can work it out.
How am I supposed to trust you? You don't hit the people you love.
Listen, I said I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can do. Lily is staying with me.
No, she's not. Can you please go now? I'm sorry if I'm being overdramatic, but this isn't just something I can get over.
Lily re-enters.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting. All my friends are watching. You guys are supposed to love each other.
I'm sorry.
We really are
Lily.
becoming those parents.
Why are you guys fighting?
Lily notices the bruising that Alice has.
Mom, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What happened?
Your mother and I got in a fight last night, and I may have shoved her.
Not may have. You shoved me, Kevin.
Calm down, not in front of her.
Why did you hurt Mom?
I don't know.
That's not nice.
I know, I'm sorry.
Would you ever hurt me?
Never!
I thought you wouldn't hurt me either. Can you please leave now?
Fine. Can you please keep me updated and let me know when you're coming home?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, where are you going?
We're going to live with Auntie Marlene for a couple weeks.
Why?
It's complicated.
He goes up to Lily and gives her a hug.
I love you, Lily.
I love you too.
I'll be at home whenever you're ready to come back, Alice. This isn't the end for us.
When are you guys going to stop fighting?
I'm not sure.
Are you ever going to?
I don't know.
No, we have to be happy together. That's how families work. There's the mom and the dad and then the kid, and they always care about each other and stay together, right?
It's complicated, Lily. Not every family is the same.
But our family is perfect. We can do it.
Nothing is perfect. You're always going to be my baby, Lily. Just mine.
End of play.
I hate the outdoors. Buildings are made for a reason, you know?
Yeah, so that rich, sheltered people like you don't have to deal with the natural elements. They can be frightening, I know. But you can get used to leaves in your Sperry's.
Move it along, buddy. Let's get to where we're going. Oh, do you have your list?
Oh, yeah. Okay, things not to do in a cemetery. Let's see. Do not spit or walk on a person's grave. Okay, well, I just don't see how that's possible. There are people buried everywhere. I don't know where one grave ends and another starts. Whatever. Don't draw on the tombstones.
Don't cheat on your significant other.
Don't try to summon a ghost. Don't sit
Hold
on...
on. I know how we're gonna have some fun tonight.
By playing hangman on the tombstones?
Tempting, but no. Guess what I've got?
Hell to the yeah. You keep surprising me on how you're not actually that boring.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, anyways, I was thinking maybe we could find an ancient ghost, the vast hidden fortune.
Yeah, or have fun and meet a really angry ghost that'll actually be spooky.
I'd rather find a nice old lady ghost who just wants to talk about knitting. Is this a good spot, do you think?
As good a place as any.
Right. I'm not sitting on the actual ground. Right, so, the game has, three simple rules, I guess. First off, never play alone. There, yes, we're good. Second,
Blah, blah, blah. Let's go, Matthew.
I'm not done yet, Audrey. God, just listen to me. Secondly, never play in a cemetery. LOL. And lastly...
I have a 1 o'clock curfew, Matt. I'm not getting any younger, and neither are these ghosts.
All right. So we place our hands on this, thingy, and we ask some questions. I don't know what to say.
Hail Satan.
Audrey!
What? I'm just kidding.
You've got to be more serious, please. You have to be more serious.
Right, of course, Matthew. Sorry. Is there anybody out there who would like to communicate with us? Anyone at all? Y'all are dead. I guarantee you don't have anything better to do than hang out with us.
Audrey, stop being so mean to everyone.
Stop being so annoying and afraid. Is there anybody out there who could answer a couple of questions I have? Please? I really want to know the gender of Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's new baby. Please, this is important.
You're such a girl.
Yeah, and what would you ask a ghost if you thought they were all-knowing?
Which hot girl's gonna want me for my popularity next?
Is that a dig at me? Here, ghosts. Come on. Don't be scared. Here, ghosty, ghosty, ghosts.
What are you doing?
Trying to communicate with the ghosts.
They're not puppies. They don't respond to puppy dog voices.
Okay, well, I'm bored. This isn't working. It's Halloween. Maybe we can still go to Jackson's Halloween Bash or something.
We've been here all of 2 minutes, and it was your idea to come here in the first place. I wanted to hang out with Adam and the boys.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Are you dating Adam? Does he hold your hand and cuddle with you when you get scared watching American Horror Story?
You know I don't like clowns.
The answer is no. I do that because you're dating me and you have to do everything I tell you.
Yeah, you're always here for me, Audrey, and only me. Come on, let's try this game one more time. If it's gonna work anywhere, it'll be at a cemetery.
Fine, one more time. If it doesn't work, then we're leaving and going to the Halloween Bash.
All right, focus.
I feel stupid.
Shh. Hello, spirits. Can you hear us? If you can hear us, then please show us a sign.
Matthew, this isn't going to work.
Well, it must be a pretty powerful ghost.
Yeah, or it's what the weatherman predicted would happen around 11 o'clock tonight.
Nah, ghosts are more probable than the weatherman actually predicting the weather correctly.
Come on, I'm done. We're going to the party.
Please don't leave me.
Oh, crap.
Please don't leave me. I'm so lonely. You need to stay here with me. You need to play with me. You need to stay here.
Hey, honey, are you lost? Where are your parents? It's very late.
My parents are dead.
Oh.
You need to stay here with me forever. You're my new best friend and you're not going anywhere.
All right, well, do you need to use one of our phones to call someone?
I want to leave. Now.
We have to help her. Hey, honey.
You're mine now.
Oh, yeah, no, we actually should be going. We have to be home.
You're not leaving me. I'm not going to let you leave me. You need to be with me forever.
I'm leaving, you little creep.
Mine!
Audrey, help!
I don't. I can't. What do you want me to do?
Audrey, please!
Oh, go grab my phone and call the police.
Nice work, little sis.
Thanks, buddy. Did you bring it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. Here you go. Look real?
She's stupid enough to believe it, though.
Stupid enough to mess with me.
Okay, lay down on the ground and pretend to be dead. She'll be back any second and she's not as selfish as I think she is.
Hey, who knows?
I can't get any service out here. Matthew, I can't get any Oh my God. Oh my God, Matthew, no. Please don't hurt me. Please, I'm begging you, please don't hurt me.
He needs to be here with me. Forever.
Please, I have a family and friends and I have to live my life, please.
You need to be here with me forever, too. We're going to be the best of friends.
Oh my God, no, please.
I won't hurt you. I won't inflict the same pain that you inflicted on my brother when you cheated on him with his best friend.
Please stop. What? What did you just say?
I said that you cheated on my brother and that you're stupid.
Thanks, Rose. I wanted to see if this little thing we had was actually real or more of just a fling. If I'm being honest, I think I was a little bit right. You don't care about me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have run away to save yourself. Or, I don't know, cheated on me with Adam, my best friend.
You jerk! You are such a jerk! You are not nice! You are the worst! You made me think that you were dead! You made me think that I was going to die! Oh my God, you're horrible! You are
done?
No! I'm not done! Who is she? Why is she here? Who the hell is she?
Hi, I'm Rose.
Okay.
I'm his little sister. And the person made you almost pee your pants. Which was hilarious, by the way. I'm a really good actress.
Shove off, ghost girl.
Don't talk to my sister that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that both of you are psychotic. Who thinks of things like this?
As I was saying, I wanted to see if you actually cared about me or not. And I was obviously sad that you slept with my best friend, so I wanted to see you confused and upset. Just like how I had felt when I'd heard what you'd done.
Psychotic. Both of you. Psychotic.
Well, anyways, I would like that sweatshirt of mine you always wear back. It's mine, and I want it back. Oh, and my disc set of Psych, that's mine as well. We're done. I'm breaking up with you.
This is crazy. You are crazy.
You deserve that. Oh, find your way home.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Nora. How's school?
Good.
That's good. Before we head home, we need to run a few errands.
All right, where are we headed?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah. What, do you have a problem with Walmart?
I don't, it's just you've always said it's really trashy, so we go to Target instead.
Well, it's a lot cheaper. Money's tight right now. We have to be careful now that I don't have a job.
You lost your job months ago. Why are we just getting worried about money now?
Don't worry about it. We just need to start budgeting.
Mom,
Yes.
I know you don't like talking about, but how are we doing with, money?
Oh, Nora, don't worry about it. That's not any of your concern.
Are you sure? Because I
Yeah.
could get a job.
Don't worry about it.
But I saw help wanted
Yeah,
sign
hey
outside of
Nora, if you want to get a job, that's great, but I won't let you help pay the bills. It's not your job.
But I heard you and Robert talking.
What did you hear?
Just that we were struggling a little.
Oh, good.
Good?
No, not good. Just, Rob is gonna be helping us out a little bit here and there. I mean, not a lot. We don't need a lot. Just, he's gonna be helping us out a little bit.
Oh.
Look, I know you haven't always been the biggest fan of Rob, but he has been amazing since I lost my job.
All right.
I mean, these past few months have been tough, but he has been a real help.
Okay, I understand.
know when we first started dating, we argued like a lot, but things have settled and we're doing a lot better.
Well, that's great.
Can you please give him another chance?
I'll think about it.
Good. You know, Walmart isn't that bad.
What?
Yeah, I mean, sure, I didn't want to start shopping there, and given the option, I'd choose a different store, but right now Walmart is the only option.
Okay.
I mean, when I first lost my job, I knew we'd be making cutbacks, and these cutbacks would be hard on us. I knew we'd have to stop doing the things we love and really access what's important.
Mom,
and I mean,
I really don't
what's
care
the
about
difference
where-
between Walmart and Target? I mean, sure, Target's a little nicer, but does it have a Subway?
Uh.
No! At Walmart, you can get everything you need and a delicious footlong. Last week, I was buying new light bulbs, and I had a hankering for a nice sub sandwich, but I made the unfortunate mistake of shopping at Bed Bath & Beyond, and let me tell you, they don't have a Subway there.
Mom, are
Look, you
you-
could get new glasses there, because here I was
Mom,
thinking-
I never thought Walmart was that bad. I don't care where we go.
Well, you shouldn't. The fact of the matter is
Mom,
that-
I literally couldn't care less. If you asked me what the difference between Target and Walmart is, I wouldn't have an answer. I have no emotional attachment to Target. If you want to shop at Walmart, you don't have to convince me.
Okay, well, the two stores are, like, really similar. but
Mom!
I'm moving in with Rob.
What?
I don't have any way to pay our rent. The landlord is kicking us out. My savings aren't lasting as long as I hoped. The severance they gave me was an insult. I mean,
When is this happening?
in 4 months, when the lease expires, if I don't have a job by then, I won't be able to renew the lease. Rob is paying our rent until then, but he doesn't want to commit to paying it for next year, too.
But Robert lives like half an hour away, and I already spend half the week at Dad's house. How is that gonna work?
I already spoke to your father, and he said you can stay with him full-time, if that's what you want. You can stay with me and Rob, but I know you don't want that, and that would be unfair to your dad.
Mom!
I'm sorry. Just, I mean, you'll still see me on some weekends and holiday breaks.
Isn't there something we can do?
I've tried everything I could. I asked my parents for money. They don't have any to give. My brother has his own problems. There's no way he could help
But-
us. I'm sorry. Just look on the bright side. You and your father could get closer.
We're already close.
Come on. You could always be closer.
But I love you and Dad. I don't want to lose either of you.
I know. I don't want to lose you either, but we have to be strong.
Do you even like Robert?
Well, love is a very complicated thing.
I didn't say love. Can you even stand him?
It's very generous of Rob to offer his house to me.
Mom, answer my question. Can you even stand
Nora,
him?
don't talk like this.
You can't stay with him if you can't answer that
What am
question.
I supposed to do? My parents and my brother live halfway across the country. There's no way they could help us, and all my friends are Rob's friends. They'd ask why I'm not staying with him, and besides, he's not that bad. I get used to it.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I told you it's my only option.
It isn't. I'm sure at least one of your friends.
Nora, just stop. No matter what, I've lost you.
You don't have to lose everything, though.
I'm not losing everything. I mean, sure, Rob can be a little stubborn sometimes, but he's not that bad.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I mean, sure, maybe we argue a lot. Maybe sometimes we need to take a break from each other, but it's only gonna be until I get back on my feet and get a new job and a new apartment.
But what if it takes longer?
It won't! What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's a lot to take in.
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't act like this in front of you. But
But what?
it's just, in a few years, you're gonna be gone. You're gonna go off to college, and I'm gonna see you less and less. These were supposed to be the last years I spent with you, but now I'm hardly gonna see you.
Mom,
I'm sorry, Nora. You don't deserve this.
these don't have to be the last years we spent together. I could go to college nearby and
No,
visit often.
Nora, you don't have to do that. You deserve to get as far away from this mess I've created as possible.
How are you going to survive living with Robert?
He's not as bad as you're making him out to be.
What do you like about him?
Well, he's funny. He's very funny. I mean, he can go a little overboard sometimes. I don't know.
How are you going to do
I
this?
told you it's my only choice.
It isn't. You have choices. Like I said earlier, I'm sure at least one of your
I don't deserve to stay with him.
What?
Oh, God, nothing. No,
Mom!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
What did you mean?
It's just, I'm a 48-year-old woman. I should have my act together by now. I shouldn't be asking my friends for a place to stay. I should have real savings for if something like this happens. Yes, if I move in with Rob, it feels like a choice. It's normal to move in with someone you're dating. It's not normal to move into a random friend's house. And I guess in some ways I feel like I don't even deserve their charity. I mean, they all have jobs. They didn't fail. I should face the consequences, not them. I failed, not them. I failed as a mother. I failed as a person. I failed as everything I thought I could be.
Mom,
I'm sorry. I can't believe I just told you all of that.
it's okay. You had to tell someone.
No, Nora, you should be coming to me with the problems you don't know how to handle, not the other way around.
It doesn't hurt to tell me these
It
things.
does! I don't want to stress you out with my problems, although I'm sure I already have.
It's really no problem.
It is! Because here you are, a child losing a parent, and you're the one comforting me. I mean, it isn't right. We're almost to Walmart. I don't want to go in there.
Why are we?
What?
We're gonna lose the house anyways. Why not just enjoy these next few months?
Seems irresponsible.
So what? You're gonna be miserable for God knows how long, so why not just enjoy the time we have?
I don't know if I feel better or worse.
Just look on the bright side. You can do what you want for these next 4 months.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Tonight we are going to Target.
Not exactly what I meant, but that's a nice step in the right direction.
Didn't think it'd be this cold. Only October.
Cold.
Very. Early to be this cold.
Early.
When do you think the others will get here?
Others?
For the memorial? I mean, obviously more people are coming. Agnes knew a lot of people. And it said in the obituary that the memorial was today, right? Oh gosh, maybe we have the wrong day.
No. Traffic.
Here? In Lakeville? I doubt it. There's never traffic, especially not on Sunday. The town is dead on Sunday. Bad timing.
Very bad.
It can't just be us. Do you know if anyone else is coming?
One, maybe.
Oh. How'd you know her? Agnes. How'd you know Agnes?
Around.
I was her neighbor. She had me over for coffee sometimes. Just the most interesting, different, special, unique.
Old?
No, God, no. She got a little cranky towards the end, sure, but everyone gets cranky, and she meant well. I really did like her. And it's not every day that your neighbor passes away, so I thought I should come and pay my respects.
Sure.
I really do hope this starts soon. It's so cold I can hardly stand it. Must be even colder down there. I can't imagine what that must feel like.
Won't matter. Not then.
No, I guess you're right. Chilling, isn't it? Being around all these people who once walked around this town just like us.
Not all. Some of them wheeled around.
Sure, but same idea, right? It doesn't bother you? Does anything bother you?
Talking.
Sure, I'll be quiet.
Broken hip, probably.
Townhill's a little senile, isn't it?
Not you.
No, I'd like to think I'm young.
Doesn't fit.
Hmm?
You, here, doesn't fit.
I don't know. I just like it here. It's calmer, quieter. Everything and everyone moves a little slower. My neighbors are quiet, unless it's bingo night. Every night when I look out my window, I can see people walking. Always old couples. Some of them have been together for 50 years. Makes me happy watching them move real slow together.
Boring.
To some people. Everyone thinks I made a big mistake, moving out here away from New York. But I always wanted to live in one of these little
Cages?
snow globes. Anyways, I opened up a shop with an inheritance, a coffee shop, and it's fun.
Nina's. You the owner?
Yes, I'm Nina. I thought I recognized you. Medium drip coffee, black. So then you must be
Earl.
Earl, not Earl,
Carol.
her son.
Yup.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I had no idea.
World's still turning.
Losing a parent, that's awful. I don't know what to say.
For once.
Agnes was so proud of you. She talked about you all the time, told me all about your business repairing furnaces and things, right? She was so proud of you for starting your own small business.
Never told me that.
Well, she told me.
She wanted me out of her hair.
I'm sure that's not true.
She told me to give her some space, that she didn't want me taking care of things anymore. After months of me doing her yard work, cleaning her house, clipping her toenails, and that's the thanks I get.
You're the man I'd see over there all the time, with the pickup truck. I spend a lot of time outside.
Lurking in driveways, peering in windows.
I'm a little nosy, I'll admit, but I just liked her. Watching her. I don't know, she was a nice presence.
Big presents.
Oh yeah, she'd smoke her cigar, drink her brandy, and hit golf balls at my fence.
God, I hated when she did that. I could never think straight. Ping pong all day long.
You're a regular Dr. Seuss. I thought it was kind of soothing. At least it was something to depend on. I knew I'd come home to that noise every Wednesday, and sometimes Friday if Matlock wasn't on.
Jeez, you should have paid attention.
There wasn't much else to do.
You don't have anyone? A boyfriend, husband, kids?
No, I broke up with my last boyfriend ages ago, and my parents are still back in New York. Not that I saw them much when I lived there. They were always working, traveling. My grandmother practically raised me, so I guess I've always gotten along well with older people. Agnes, she just reminded me of my grandma. They're similar. Were.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. She passed a couple years ago. That's actually why I moved out here. With her inheritance, I was able to open Nina's, become a small business owner.
Risky.
She wouldn't have wanted me to spend it any other way. She was a risk taker herself. Very bawdy woman, tough skin, sharp tongue.
Now that sounds like Mom.
You seem like you were real close with her.
I mean, I can work pretty much anywhere. Everyone's got a furnace. This way I was able to stay close to home and keep an eye on her.
Are you an only child?
Yeah, after my dad died, I was the only one left.
Got a family?
No, never married, no kids, none of that. Wasn't time with work and mom.
I'll miss her. I'll miss having someone to talk to on Sundays. Sundays is when she'd have me over for coffee. She called it coffee. It was really brandy in a coffee cup.
Mom's specialty.
It all started one Sunday when I was gardening. She was taking out the trash and I did a double take. She looked different from my other neighbors.
Crazy.
No, eccentric. Her hair was exploding from this rainbow scrunchie, and she had on some sort of t-shirt with a nun flipping a bird.
I remember when she got that shirt.
Anyways, she saw me and said, "Take a picture, it'll last longer." And after I profusely apologized for gawking and insisted that I was just admiring her fashion sense, she said, "Are you done?" I nodded and she said, "Good, come on," and the rest is history. Every Sunday from then on, we had the same ritual. We'd nod at each other outside, she'd shout something mildly offensive and invite me in for brandy. Eventually, we'd run out of things to talk about, and I'd go home a little tipsy. Oh, we listened to records, too. I loved her record collection. Old Christmas albums, stand-up comedy, even those old sound effect reels. My favorite was Doris Day, what every girl should know.
Doris Day.
Oh, we listened to it almost every weekend. It's corny and outdated, but there's a certain beauty to that record. All records, really. When you listen to one, it's like you're in a new world where time's frozen, apart from a few pops and cracks and scratches.
Doris Day. Dad got her that. After he died, she didn't listen to it anymore. I think it made her sad. They used to dance to it sometimes when they thought I'd gone to bed.
Agnes dancing?
With my dad, she was always a lady. Beautiful. No matter how crass and crude she was with the rest of the world. You got her to listen to that again?
Yeah, I did. I don't know, I saw it in her collection and I gave it a play. I had no idea.
You know, come to think of it, the last time I was over there, Mom was humming. You got Mom to hum.
I don't know if it was me.
I think it was. That's something special.
Well, she was special to me. I know it's nothing compared to losing a mother, but I'll miss her. I'll miss having someone who noticed when I came and went, noticed me and talked to me.
Nina.
Gosh, I sound so selfish. She just lost her mother and I'm going on and on about myself.
Listen, Nina, my mom was a real tough broad. She didn't have many friends. What I mean is, no one else is going to show up. No one else really cares.
Why hold a memorial then?
They held the memorial just to find you.
Me?
Agnes liked you, Nina, and I can see why.
How would you know?
Well,
What?
she wrote, just before she died, "Find the nosy, over-caffeinated woman and give her all my coffee mugs and records. No name, no address.
But she knew my name, where I lived.
Mom never makes things easy for me, in life and death.
So, she wanted you to...
I think she wanted us to meet. And with lawyers involved, they could have shipped that stuff off to you and I wouldn't have thought twice about it. This way we got to meet, and I'm glad we did.
Thank you, Earl.
I had the obituary printed hoping you'd read it, whoever you were. I figured if you were important to Mom, then you'd show up. And then when you said you owned the coffee shop, I pieced it together. Nosy, over-caffeinated, that describes you to a T.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I don't know. I felt that you needed to be here, just as much as I did.
Nosy, over-caffeinated woman. Not the most flattering description.
She wasn't kidding.
Well, if it's just us, shall we say a few words?
You can. I'm no wordsmith.
Okay. Agnes Carroll was... She was a force of nature. We both loved her, each in our own way, and we will never forget her. Our lives will be a little bit more boring now, without the cigar smoke, the golf balls, the brandy, but we pray that she rests in peace. God has gained a very, very peculiar angel.
Amen. That was real nice, Nina.
It was nothing.
It was something. I don't know, not many people understood her. It's just nice to know that someone liked her, I guess.
I did. I really did. And she really was proud of you, Earl, and grateful for all that you did. She just didn't know how to say it.
Sure.
It's hard to admit that you need someone, especially for someone like Agnes. She felt bad, didn't want you giving up your life to be there for her. She told you to give her space so you could start living for yourself.
She said that?
She didn't have to. The way that she talked about you, you were her world. She just didn't want your world to be her.
Early for snow.
Seems right to me. Pretty how it falls like that.
Her driveway. I used to shovel her driveway when it snowed like this and put down salt. You got a driveway?
I've got a driveway. You should come over. We can shovel and have coffee. Well, brandy in a coffee cup.
You can tell me about her.
Agnes?
Your grandma.
Do you think they're friends up there?
I hope so.
I think they are. People have a way of finding each other.
I seriously don't understand why you're dragging me along to this stupid game night or whatever. I drove you here, is that not enough?
No, it isn't stupid.
Gwen's here.
Yes, it is. Give me one good reason to say.
Ooh, sounds like she brought a boy.
Gwen, give me back my keys.
Not until we are done with the game.
Sounds like a jerk. Stop acting like a child.
Stop being a dick.
And then give me the keys. We have a deal.
I feel like I should go help them. This is
No,
my house.
don't
It's
do
my
it.
house.
It's
Free, she seems.
It's just a little argument.
Gwen, give me back my keys.
No, Peter, I'm late because of you.
Oh,
and we're short members.
Got to
of
be
party
kidding
today.
me.
What?
This is my fault. Your dweeb friend didn't show up.
It's not your fault. We just need another person for the campaign.
Our friends in a basement all day. She brought her brother.
Oh, Peter's here? It's not LARPing. It's a fancy tabletop RPG.
The same difference.
What seems to be the problem here?
Stay out of this, Hunter.
Okay, but I really
I
want
said
help.
stay out
You
of it,
can't keep
Hunter.
argument.
Do you want another player or not?
Yes, but I really want
Go
help
sit
you.
down, Hunter.
She didn't want my help.
Get in the room, Peter.
No, I'm not going in there.
Being a lawful good is gonna get you killed someday. Yes, you are, Peter. I wasn't asking, Peter. You're joining the campaign.
What's a campaign?
Sorry, I'm late, cuz my brother's here. Since when did you have a brother? I don't think we've met.
Wait, I remember you. We're in some algebra class, right?
He remembers.
When? Everyone you know, why did you bring your brother?
I'm sorry, Danny.
No, he cheated on my sister.
I know, and I'm
Whatever.
sorry.
Hi? Gwen, give me back my keys.
What keys?
You
Do
just...
not give him the keys.
Got it.
That's Hunter.
Hey.
Hey, Hunter, can I have my keys?
Nope.
And that's Danny.
We've met before, Andrea. Remember
Danny's a little bit moody. He's not that welcoming towards attractive newcomers, if you know what I mean.
I can still
But
hear
I
you,
love welcoming new people to the group.
Okay, fine, I'll stay.
Yay!
But only long enough to call an Uber.
We have a strict no phone policy during the campaign.
But
No buts.
Wouldn't have gotten service anyway.
Can someone please explain what is going on here?
I told you on the way here, we came to play D&D.
Seriously, Gwen. I mean, he doesn't even want to be here. And you said you'd bring an experienced player, not some uncultured jerk.
Hey,
I know what I said.
Whatever. It's not like he'll be able to play anyways. He's just a clueless...
I'm not clueless.
Really? Okay. Then what do you do when two hobgoblins have abducted someone in your party? You can try to kill them, but you don't have any weapons. Or you can try to get loot from them and let a member of your party die. Or you can try to do something else, Peter. Oh no, what do you do? What do you do?
I don't know, try to kill the hobbit things.
Hobgoblins! And like I said, clueless.
Hey, that was hard.
It's okay, Peter. This is your first time, so you can always start again next time.
I'll start him out as something simple.
Wait, Gwen, I thought you said we weren't role-playing.
No, I said we weren't LARPing.
That's the same thing!
Actually, LARPing is
No
finding
time
out-
for a role-playing lesson, Andrea. Based on everyone's stats and what's best of the party, I'm thinking halfling cleric.
Okay.
With strength 8, dexterity 8, and wisdom 15.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Well, you see,
My character's a total dork. What kind of a name is Welby Tea Leaf?
well, it's
Ah,
on open.
What are you guys?
Your sister's an elven ranger, Danny's half-orc
And I'm a
cleric.
human wizard! I can show you a whole world of magic.
And what are you?
Not what, who.
Fine. Who are you?
I'm the dungeon master.
And?
And what?
Don't ask.
Well, what the heck does a dungeon master do?
Well, since you asked.
It's not that important,
I
Hunter.
can
We don't
explain a
have
few
time to
things for you.
explain.
Okay, well, looks like I'm not needed here, so I'm just gonna...
No! You can't leave! You're super important!
Great.
Well, now that everyone's staying for
Hunter,
sure.
I want the keys now.
Sorry, Peter. This is the right thing to do.
Can we get started now?
Yes, now that everyone is staying for sure, let the story begin.
Finally.
I can't wait to play with you for your first time!
When we last left off, the famed heroes of the Atoxar War, who were joined by a random cleric, had finally arrived at the famed ruins of Belfast. But when they arrive at what was once the ancient city's gates, a thick fog begins to form around them. What do you...
Wait, quick question. What is this game? How do you play it? And how is it not the same thing as
Seriously,
LARPing?
I can
you've
teach
got to
you,
be...
so this
Would
is
you
what you
please
have
stop flirting with him? He has nothing in common with you.
Seem to mind.
Nope, I mind.
You won't get away that quickly.
There's seriously no other doors in here.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, are you hurt? Do you need CPR?
No, I just...
Save your energy.
I'm good, I swear. I'm just gonna walk home. Glenn, grab my keys.
You can't leave yet. We haven't finished our game.
Guys, let's just sit down and start.
Start what?
The campaign. Pay attention for once.
Gwen, I can't believe you really thought
Danny, it's fine. He just needs
I know
to...
what he
He
needs.
needs to leave.
Gwen, why did you get me stuck in
Stuck.
this?
It's your fault that all
My
this is
fault?
happening.
How
I'm
is this
sorry. I thought this would be fun.
fun? Oh, my head. This is not fun.
Wow, I actually agree with Peter for once.
Wanna have some fun?
Literally anything would be better than this. Oh, you are a wizard.
Danny, would you please just calm down?
Calm down. He has Andrea wrapped around his fingers, and he hurt
He
my
hurt your sister like 2 years ago.
Oh, guys!
defending him.
No, but I don't
Guys!
think
I
I do.
can't do this.
Guys!
Do what?
Find yourselves a new half-orc fighter. I quit.
Guys!
What?
Look!
Wow.
Damn!
Seriously, Andrea, get away from
I
him.
can make my own decisions, Danny.
But
Why do you care so much about what I do?
Think about what you say for a second.
I don't know. I just don't want you getting hurt like my sister.
Enough about your sister. I won't get hurt.
But-
Stop. I love him, and he loves me.
Wait, I never said anything about...
Don't talk.
So is this what D&D is always like?
Not even close.
That's a shame. I was sort of starting to like it.
Don't you mean love it?
The scene opens on a bench outside of the community pool. It is very sunny and extremely hot out. Carson is a 14-year-old boy. He wears swim trunks and a superhero shirt. He has swim goggles on his head, sunglasses over his eyes, and has a towel draped over his shoulder. Susie is his mother. She is wearing a swim cover-up. She wears a floppy sun hat, sunglasses over her eyes, and carries a mesh wool bag filled with towels, extra clothes, food, and of course, sunscreen. Susie is seen putting on sunscreen, and Carson is sitting on his phone texting.
Carson, put that phone away and put on your sunscreen. Carson!
What?
I already told you. Put on your sunscreen, honey. I don't want my baby to get burnt.
I'm not a baby anymore. I had to put it on before we left the house, though.
And? What's your point? That was 30 minutes ago. What do I always say? Bananas are meant to peel, not people. That's right. Now put it on.
Mom, I don't understand why you're so annoying sometimes.
I'm your mother. That's my job. Plus, I didn't have time to go out and get 100 SPF sunscreen, so we only have 15 SPF, and that's not very effective.
I can't wait to go to college.
Oh, honey, your life is so hard, isn't it?
Ha ha ha.
Honey, when's your friend getting here?
I don't know. She said she'd meet me here at 12:30, but of course you made us late because you had to take Julie to a Girl Scout meeting. For all I know, she might already be inside the pool.
Don't blame me for this. Your sister had to be at the mall to get her arts and craft badge. How could I miss the photo op? Auntie Jan wants to be updated. Plus, doesn't it look lovely?
She pulls out a noodle necklace from her bag and puts it on.
Take that off. Now. Whatever.
Your face is going to get the most burnt, so you have to rub it in fully to get the full protection.
You know how much this day means to me. I've been waiting for 2 weeks.
I know, honey, but protection is the most important part of any date.
Mom, why are you laughing?
I was talking about sunscreen, honey. You see, when two people love each other very much.
Ew,
in
ew,
order to get
ew,
closer,
ew, ew.
they'll use
La, la,
protection
la,
so
la,
they
la,
can
la, la,
love
la.
them.
No, no, Mom,
You'll experience
Mom,
this in the future.
stop, please. We aren't going to do anything, I promise. We probably won't even kiss today.
Well, as long as you understand, my point has been made. Now, here you go. Put these on.
She pulls out arm floaties.
Ah, put those away. I'm not going to drown in 4 feet of water.
I don't care. Drowning is the #2 leading cause of death in young kids. You need to be safe.
Mom, I look ridiculous.
Just then, April walks up. She's a 14-year-old girl wearing a pink swimsuit, pink cover-up, pink towel, pink goggles, and pink flip-flops.
Hi, Carson.
He turns and notices April. He quickly takes off the arm floaties and shoves them in Susie's bag.
Hi, April. How are you?
I'm good. What were those?
Oh, nothing. Just a joke. Had to try them on to see if they would fit my brother.
You have a brother?
No. I was referring to my cousin. We are tight. Like bros, you know?
Anyway, sorry I'm late. My mom had to run my younger sister to the mall. Took forever. I'm so sorry. You ready to go in?
Yeah, of course. Bye, Mom.
He'll be right in, April. Why don't you go find some chairs in the shade?
Of course.
Carson,
What?
you must cancel this date right now.
What? Why?
You failed to mention one major detail here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, at least you now know. My first date is with April Johnson. My crush since I sat behind her in math in 3rd grade.
No, you failed to mention that her
Ah,
little
yes, her
sister is
favorite
Teresa
color is
Johnson.
pink. I know
she
you hate
stole
it.
the victory from Julie last year.
What? Victory.
Well, they're in the same Girl Scout troop, and every year during cookie sale season, there's a competition to see who can sell the most cookies. The first place prize is a bike and a $50 gift card to AMC. Teresa and her mother, Isabella, took our spot outside Walmart. That is my spot. Julie's spot, and every year, and they know it. So we were forced to sell out cookies outside the Whole Foods next door, but all those people were too healthy to buy cookies. It's impossible to sell unhealthy foods to people going to Whole Foods, honey. That's why I go to Walmart. You just say the word cookie and people come flocking to your table to buy Thin Mints and Samoas. So anyways, Teresa won the bike and robbed my little Julie. I've been plotting my revenge all year.
Mom, don't you think you're overreacting?
Overreacting? Me? No.
But you're planning revenge on an 8-year-old.
No, I'm not. I'm just working really hard to beat her this year.
So you want me to cancel my date with April because of her sister?
Glad you understand. Now get your stuff and let's go before she comes back.
No, Mom. I love April, and I'm going to stay here no matter what, whether you like it or not.
But they are manipulative. I bet you April is only going on a date with you so she can get the inside scoop on what Julie and I are planning for this year. She can't be trusted. Also, don't say you love her because this is only your first date and love doesn't just come up out of nowhere.
Mom, calm down. April would never.
How do you know? Everyone in that family can't be trusted.
Listen to me, Mom. April is not going to trick me into going on a date with her just to get information out of me. I promise. Plus, I was the one who asked out in the first place, so you need to calm down. Now, my pink princess awaits me inside.
Carson, I'm not going to tell you again. You must cancel this date right now. It's already gone on too long. She may be charming on the outside, but on the inside, she's just as scathing as her mom and sister. Do you even care about your sister's happiness?
Of course I care about her happiness. I just care about my own happiness more.
How selfish.
Selfish. You're gonna call me selfish.
Don't raise your voice with me. Who do you think you are? I don't want her to ruin Julie's chances of winning the Girl Scout competition this year. The prize is a purple bike and a $75 gift card to Claire's. You know your sister needs new earrings. Her panda ones broke the other day. And they have a sale going on the weekend after the competition, so we need to win that gift card. It's a BOGO, so basically the gift card's worth like $150.
What will she do to me, Mom? We're 14. I don't plan to do anything more than hang out.
You never know. If it costs your sister the bike, I'm taking it out of your allowance, and you'll have to buy her a bike, just like the one she could win. Oh, by the way, there are purple and silver streamers coming out of the handlebars, and a white basket so she can put her animals in there. Those are hard to find.
Oh my God, fine. But I'm going inside. April has been waiting longer than expected now. What now?
I just can't bear to let you go in there. My baby's growing up.
Ugh, I'm 14.
And it seems like yesterday I was watching you run around in your diaper, play with your sister. I just can't believe how old you are now.
I will always be your little boy, Mom, but sometimes you have to let go.
You're 14. It's too early to let you go yet. I don't even think I'll be able to let you go on your wedding day.
Whoa, 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 this is the first date. We might not even make it to second base today, so don't worry. We still have plenty of time until my wedding. What's so funny?
You better not make it to second base. It took your father and me 2 months to get to that base.
I meant second date.
April enters.
Carson, is everything okay?
Yeah, why?
Well, you said you'd be right there and I've been waiting. I need someone to put sunscreen on my back.
Well, I can help with that.
I'm sorry. April, I want to introduce you to my mom, Susie.
Hello, April. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm great.
Okay, well, who wants to go inside, get their fun on?
You bet I do.
Carson and April run off, but Susie grabs April by the shoulder and back to the bench.
April, how's Teresa?
Mom, don't do this.
It'll only be a minute. She'll be right in, honey. Go, put on your sunscreen.
She's fine. She's actually at the mall right now with some girls from your Girl Scout troop.
Listen, I know what you're up to. In case you were wondering, we're going to win that bike this year.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, the cookie competition.
Oh, that's not any of my business. That's Teresa.
I know you're here to find out where I'll be selling this year, and I won't be having any of that.
You do know I haven't helped my mom and sister steal cookies since I was in 4th grade.
Why are you here then?
Because I like your son and he asked me on a date. Why else?
So, you're sure you aren't trying to find out that I'm going to be selling cookies outside of Target this year?
Not at all. I might even come by and help you sell cookies if I'm not doing anything. Have Carson call me when you're selling.
Okay. I'll sorry, April.
Sorry for what?
For judging you wrong.
Oh, it's fine. With my mom being who she is, I don't think anyone would trust me.
Well, why don't you head on in and have fun with Carson? Tell him I'm going to head home and to call me when he needs me to pick him up.
Why aren't you going in? It's a beautiful day out.
I have learned that I need to let go a little bit. I need to trust his decisions, so have fun on your date.
Miss Hartford.
April, I mean it. You're such a sweet girl, and I can see the twinkles in my baby's eyes whenever he speaks of you. I know you'll make him happy.
Thank you.
April and Susie hug. Susie walks off and Carson runs in.
Everything okay?
Yeah, of course. Let's go on in.
What did my mom want to talk to you about?
Well, she accused me of manipulating you to help my sister win a stupid bike.
She actually accused you?
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. Girl Scout moms can sometimes be very competitive.
Always. She's so protective.
She just loves you.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you want to go swim now?
Of course. Let's go have fun. Can you put sunscreen on my back when we get in?
Only if you put sunscreen on my back.
Of course.
I say we hit the drop slide first, then the diving board. It's almost 1:30, so adult swim is coming up, and then we can hit the
I'll
concession.
be right in. I have to call my mom real quick and let her know that I'll be home later.
Okay, I'll go grab our seats.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, well, am I your daughter or no? Yeah, Target. Love you too. Oh, not Samoa's. Thin Mints.
End of play.
You give grace and give forgiveness. Not 7 times 7, but 7 times 71. And when you
I've packed your favorites like usual. Strawberry jam on rye, 2 Yopa yogurts, and some blueberries. Well, I know you're hiding, but I think 2 can play that game. But I'm making hide and seek very easy for you, I suppose. I always do that. I always make it easy for you. You always hide under the covers, but I don't think you're really sick. Dr. Doolittle, or whatever his name is, he thinks you're... Well, he just doesn't know you. I think he's fibbing. Well, I don't think you have polio. I think you're both pretending, but that isn't very nice, so I... Oh, Becky. Becky, I knew you would come. Hello again.
Oh, I'm not.
My darling, I brought
I'm
food
not
for us to
Becky.
share. Strawberry jam on rye. Oh, and I brought one of those nice Yo plays.
That's very nice of you, but
I
I'm not
told him you would come, but Dr. What's-His-Name just kept saying, well, I'll just show him, won't I? Oh, I missed you today, dear.
Look, I gotta skedaddle, but
Haven't I taught you anything about watching your step? Now, let me see your hands.
oh, no, thank you.
Silly girl, don't be difficult.
I was just.
You were just bearing that notebook.
No, I wasn't.
Haven't I taught you anything about lying either? Now, go on and eat, and you tell me why you were bearing that journal.
Oh, I don't know. It was burying me.
Becky, don't be silly.
Look, I'm not Becky. I tried to tell you that
Did
before,
Dr.
but
What's-His-Name tell you to say that? Don't you listen to him. I'm beginning to think his mind may be going, a little off.
Really?
Yes, dear, he's awfully morbid all the time, telling me things like, well, I don't want to upset you, dear, but, well, he just kept saying that you'd been dead for 70 years. 70 years. Can you imagine?
Gee, that's an awfully long time.
I know. Whole lot of rubbish.
Yes, well, I don't really have much time to talk right now. Do you mind if I just get rid of this?
Why would you want to do that?
It's got bad things inside.
Dr. What's-His-Name keeps saying my thoughts are playing tricks. Tricks. As if I weren't in control of my own head.
But what if you aren't in control and you have mean thoughts, bad thoughts, thoughts you shouldn't have?
Well, I don't have those.
You don't?
Of course not. And I raised you not to have those either.
But ma'am, you didn't actually
Why should you
raise
have
me.
bad thoughts?
Well, I don't choose them.
Of course you do. Everybody chooses their thoughts.
They do?
Of course. So when Dr. Who's It keeps saying my thoughts are becoming confused, it's nice to come here where nobody tells me what is and isn't so, and it's just me and my baby girl. Now eat your food, you're a grown girl.
But what if your thoughts do control you? I just mean if. What if you have mean thoughts about making people get hurt and you start not sleeping because you can't stop thinking about it?
Well, that'd certainly be something you'd tell your mama about, and I'd make it better.
But how?
Well, I'd give you a big hug and tell you to think nicer things.
But what if my mind wouldn't let me and it kept making me have really, really bad thoughts?
Like what?
Like, if I hit you and kept hitting you and you died.
Oh.
Or if I ran into you and broke your arm, snapped it like a twig. Isn't that an evil thing to think about?
I'm
just thinking these things, it means I'm just not right in the head, and Mama says it's my OCD, but I think she's just saying that so I don't feel all bad.
Becky,
I'm not Becky! Oh, but I wish I was. Anything would be better than being me last night, alone in the dark, and all I could see were bad things, me doing really bad things, and Mom says I just need to tell myself that my thoughts aren't real, but they seem so real, they seem awful, and it's like everybody in the whole wide world doesn't see how bad I am. Everybody thinks I'm all good. Everybody in the whole 6th grade thinks so, but really, deep down and truly, people bleed in my imagination, and now I can't sleep without thinking about it bad and sad and sad and bad, and I hate it, I hate me, I hate me!
Is there anybody who can help me?
Ma'am?
Doctor, come help me. Did I upset you?
Help? Ma'am, I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just...
Becky, don't touch me.
I won't.
Oh, help, somebody help. Oh, don't touch me.
I won't.
You said you could hurt me.
I would never hurt you. I was just talking about bad thoughts, but they're not real.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
You're just going to hurt me. My own baby wants to.
Don't touch me.
I would never kill you. I just have bad thoughts. That's all, but they can't control me. Mom says, and I'm telling you, I would never hurt you. Never, never, never!
Becky, I don't like it when you cry.
I'm not Becky!
Don't be silly, dear. What's that?
I told you, it's my thoughts journal.
What are you doing with it, love?
I'm burying it.
Why?
Because my thoughts don't die, but I need to put them to sleep. That's what Mama says.
Thoughts like hurting me?
Which I would never do. So I want to bury them. Thoughts.
Can Mama help you?
My Mama isn't here right now, and I'm expected at home soon.
Oh, no, you can't leave, dear. Did you want to put it by this one?
Yes.
Well, shall we build a dirt castle?
What's that? Is it like a sandcastle?
Well, yes, dear. You always love building them with the seashore or sand, honey. How can you forget you and me on the beach together? Well, let's build one here, and we'll put it right where your journal goes.
Like a gravestone?
Yes, like a gravestone. There. Mama made it better.
I should go home now.
You are home, dear.
No, we're in a graveyard, ma'am.
Oh, where am I?
You're in a graveyard, ma'am, and, well, I really loved talking to you, but I did what I came here to do, so I should go home now.
But you can't leave me, dear.
Ma'am.
You don't need to call your own mother ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, you're my little sweet pea. Now, if you see Dr. Booth at any time soon, you tell him you're not dead. Dad, can you imagine? He told me you were dead.
Teresa, time for your meds, Mrs. Smith.
Oh, you scared Becky away. She's gone now. Becky, you're back.
Why do you have my journal?
It's your own mother, dear. You don't.
You're not my mother.
Don't say a thing like
Give
that.
me my journal.
Why don't you love me the way you used to? Oh, Becky, what was that smell? Oh, what was that on your hands? Becky?
Becky, my hands are dirty. Why are my hands dirty? Becky? Becky! So strange for my little girl to be that sad. Becky, I know you're hiding. You're being very naughty, dear. Dr. Who's just gonna say you're dead again if you don't come back out. Oh, a castle. Becky, did you build this castle? You play. Becky, I know you're hiding, but I think two can play at that game. And I'll save it. You'll play for you for when you get back. Oh, look at me, queen of the castle.
Such a shame. I'm so mad.
Me too. At least we got cell service now. Can't believe hubby disconnected my phone, said it was costing him too many dollars.
Yeah, me too. It was only one day in. Christopher said out of country calls and service was just too expensive for a 12-day girls' vacation.
Oh, now back to Facebook.
Wonder if anyone's posting about Patrice.
I don't see anything on here.
Guess they already forgot about her.
Patrice Guardatucci, 1979 to 2018. Beloved sister, daughter, and friend. A ride or die, God's little angel. God's little angel?
Oh, too soon, too soon. Was she really that old? 39?
She always lied about her age, I guess. I mean, I thought she was 27. Wait, she was a ride or die?
Well, considering we haven't talked to her in a while, I guess she could have gotten married.
No. She couldn't have gotten married within like a month. Oh, maybe she was dating some, gangsta? I don't know.
She must have joined us, RD chicks forever.
Oh, Patrice. I'll miss her. I'll always remember her wicked sauce spaghetti to die for. I'll never forget it.
You know what I'll never forget? Patrice and her love of Vinny's meatball sandwiches.
Oh, God, she always had one of those with her, didn't she? Oh. To Patrice Guardatucci. To her meatball sandwiches. To her life.
To Patrice. Oh, Edie, I know she's looking up on us. You know, when I called Christopher on that payphone in Jamaica, I never would have suspected he'd be telling me the news about Patrice. I about passed out. Falling down an elevator shaft can't happen, I guess.
I just can't believe it happened to Patrice. I mean, our best friend, Patrice.
Chris said she was blabbing to some friend on the phone, walked straight into the elevator and didn't check a step. Fell 20 floors at Yankee Stadium. Too bad we was taking our girls' trip down at Sandals, otherwise we could have made the funeral.
Nikki, that's impossible.
What?
There's not 20 floors at Yankee Stadium.
Well, that's what Christopher said.
There's only like 3.
Same thing, know it all, whatever.
Oh, Nikki, I'm starting to feel bad we didn't invite her this year. Maybe if she would have come, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, I don't feel bad.
Why not? I mean, I know we hasn't been talking in a while, but you know how...
She was a slut, a backstabbing little slut, and I never told you.
Oh, Nikki, we all
all knew she was a whore, but what do you mean? You never told me what.
She got around.
What do you mean she got around? Oh my God, you knew?
Knew what?
That she was a whore. How'd you find out?
Patrice told me.
Patrice told you she was sleeping with your husband, Christopher?
What? No, Patrice Guadatucci wasn't sleeping with my husband. She was sleeping with your husband.
Paulie wasn't. No!
She did.
Did not.
Did do.
Did what?
Did do.
Did not.
Did do. She lied to both of us?
She was sleeping with both our husbands? Of course you'd tell me this when she's dead. Huh. I don't believe it. Prove it.
You know how Paulie went to the gym every other night?
No. He was.
Yes, she was doing a little something with Paulie, but I don't believe you.
Well, I got proof too. Where do you think Christopher was going every time he went out to have one of the drinks with his cousins?
What? No, that was almost every weekend.
Well,
You know
what
what?
other
Here we
time
go.
was this? Never wanted you if he wanted to pick you up, but then he
only
didn't come.
bought it because she liked it.
Huh. Well, guess what? Christopher got an earring right in his ear just for Patrice.
Chris would never. Not for her.
Neither would Paulie. You know, Nikki, I've been really loyal to Paulie. I've been his R&D chick for years. Always helping him out with his work, and this is the thanks I get. The amount of times I wash those bloody gloves.
Well, what about me? I got a status to uphold. Chris being the boss of all the gangsters in the area makes us the big couple around here. We're icons. This is just embarrassing.
I love Paulie.
At least you don't got no status to uphold.
1, 2, 2.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Christopher's here and Paulie's just here.
Nikki, why would you say that? That's so rude.
Oh, why? Why did they do this to me? My best friend and my husband. I'm so mad.
Me too. But you know what, Nikki? They did this to the both of us. We're both the victims here. See, this is your problem. You're always going on about yourself. You think you're the only one who has problems. Nobody else. Maybe that's why Christopher was always with Patrice.
Well, shut up, Edie. I can say a lot worse.
Bring it on.
Why are we acting like this? We shouldn't be
You're
mad
right.
at each
You're
other.
right.
We should be mad at her. She's the one to blame.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad she fell down that elevator shaft.
Me too. I'm real
That
glad.
bitch should have taken the stairs.
Her fat ass needed that. With all those meatball sandwiches shit in the lifetime, I'm surprised that didn't kill her alone.
Oh, she's so ratchet.
So ratchet.
I'm surprised we was even friends with her in the first place.
What a whore.
Seriously.
I'm sorry I was being so self-centered earlier.
Well, that's all right, Nikki. You know, being the wife of a gangster's hard enough. You know, we got our own issues. We don't need all this girl drama now.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I wasn't a ride or die, but then I remember how exhilarating it is. So much action, so much money.
Yeah, Patrice just wanted what we had. She was always jealous of us.
If I saw her right now, I don't know what I'd do.
Oh, I'd rip that weave right off her skanky head.
I'm so mad.
Me too.
Ah, the grave digger left a shovel here.
Nikki, you get him every time.
Christopher taught me this one. He uses shovels at work all the time.
Oh my God, that's what you get. You get the shovel,
Stop!
whore. Oh, it's a whore. Stop! Patrice is the back of one gun.
What? I must be dreaming.
Even eat the meatball sandwich.
Nikki, Edie, what are you guys doing here?
Oh my God.
We're visiting you. Please don't hurt us.
Oh my God, after we heard you died, we flew back from Sandals, Jamaica to say our goodbyes.
What? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'd heard there'd been another Patrice Guadatucci who'd also lived in the Bronx and had died. So I came to pay my respects to my name twin.
Ow! Did you two think that she was me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher called and said Patrice Guadatucci had died, so we both assumed it was you.
No, I talked to Christopher earlier. I guess that's probably why he sounded surprised on the phone. Well, only talk. He said that he couldn't try to call you too, but he couldn't get a hold of you.
Oh, Nikki, we was on the plane.
So, wait, you never died? You never fell down an elevator shaft?
I'm alive, bitches!
Only you would bring a Vinny's meatball sandwich to a cemetery.
Oh my God, Patrice, this is a miracle. We were so upset. We missed you so much.
Wait! If you two were so upset, then why were you hitting and yelling at Patrice's grave? It looked to me like you two were rejoicing. Were you happy, maybe, with them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're mad at you.
Why? I mean, I know we ain't been talking in a while, but...
You cheated both of us.
And a hubby.
How could you do that?
Yeah. not these kind of mistakes, Guanatucci. Oh, put down the meatball sandwich, Patrice. We got some business to take care of. Nikki! What'd you do? Oh my God!
Hannah! First of all, to make sure she wasn't a ghost. And secondly, for cheating on our hubbies. Christopher taught me that one.
Oh my God, she's dead.
No. She's not dead.
Oh, what are we gonna do with her now?
Well, bring her back to my place and we'll deal with her there when she wakes up. I'm so mad.
Me too.
Want a drink?
Yeah.
To life, Patrice. To life.
To Patrice.
Pride and Prejudice.
And zombies.
Oh.
I'm not classy. I give into gimmicks. And this particular gimmick is the dramatic rising legions of the undead.
I recommend you read the original. Did you leave the flowers over there?
Yep. Here lie the hopes, dreams, and future of Annette Brinkley, as well as her hamster, Dr. Ham, a Bolector.
It says Kenneth Adams, 1931 to 2013. Beloved husband and father.
But if you didn't read English, I could make it say whatever I wanted. My hamster actually is buried here, off to the side by where the bushes start. My father owns the church, and my brother's a pastor. And I wanted Hannibal to get a good final resting place.
As well as your hopes and dreams.
Kenneth can keep them company, right, my friend? Your grave says Christine Melinda Zachary, 1958 to 2016. And a Bible quote I can't quite read without squinting.
Sleep now and take your rest. Matthew 26:45. I'd like it if you didn't talk about my mother's grave so rudely. What are you even here for? Can't you go read somewhere else?
I usually don't bother people. They leave their love and then go. What's keeping you here?
I need inspiration. The depressing kind. I have to write an emotional poem for a class I'm taking, and I thought Mom could conjure something up. I'm feeling things, but I can't put them on the page properly.
Well, you look absolutely tortured. Why not write something emotional but happy?
Sadness is stronger.
Where's your class at?
College of DuPage, but I'm not enrolled. I'm in the middle of a gap year.
Telling you, if sadness is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, then write about something happy. Write about flowers, or springtime, or puppies, or rain. Rain's pretty nice, right?
I can't name one person who still writes about weather after 5th grade.
Me, I do. When I was in the 5th grade, I wrote about the tragedy of the human condition, as well as nihilistic anecdotes with highbrow, artsy, sardonic humor.
Really?
No, I wrote about Hannibal Lecter and my unyielding affection for him, as well as very well thought out love letters to various celebrities. But don't you dare start thinking they weren't incredibly poignant.
Yes, and now you write about flowers, springtime, puppies, and rain. No growth.
See? Therein lies your problem. You're clinical and boring. Formulaic to the billionth degree. I take it that being emo as hell has worked for you writing in the past, and so you religiously stick to it. But now that it's run its course, you're floundering.
Why are you telling me this? Why do you care?
I just don't like seeing frustration on such a pretty face. Doesn't suit you.
Well, it suits the situation just fine.
I could try to properly console you if I knew your name.
It's Kendra.
Now that that's settled. I don't know how to console people.
That's fine. Getting this damn assignment done is enough consolation. I feel so much, but I have no real words to use.
Write about the stunningly beautiful girl you met in St. Paul Cemetery who refused to leave you alone, and now you found yourself madly in love with her. Shit, I really thought that would get you.
You did you?
Hannibal, help me.
Perhaps I made a mistake. Is your hamster even allowed to be buried here?
Probably not, but it was 10 years ago, so no one really cares anymore. You still have a poem to write, and it's my civic duty as St. Paul's resident angel to help you.
Devil, more like.
I heard that, but I can't bring myself to disagree. So, brainstorm words. That's what my elder writing teacher told me many years ago, back when I still thought I had talent.
Well, wait, what happened?
Brainstorm. Let's see. Sad, happy, grass, trees, clouds, rain, outside, inside.
This is stupid.
Fine, disregard my lessons entirely. Instead of words, reflect on a memory.
I don't have any, Annette. I'm a clinical, soulless poetry robot.
Was that, did you make a joke? The robot made a joke!
What? I make plenty of jokes. See, knock knock, who's there? Kanga, Kanga who? No, it's pronounced kangaroo. See? A joke.
Usually they're funny.
Knock knock jokes are never funny. It's still a joke, and I still have no poem.
Reflect on a memory, then write about that and see if there's any good material there. I could go first if you want. Let's see. When I was 15 years old, I was committed to the psychiatric ward of Memorial Hospital. Let it be known that human skin is way tougher to get through than you think. So, I get there, I argue with the nurse about why I need to be there, and then I defend my position on why Lucky Charms trumps Cap'n Crunch every time. She played along like a good sport, checking my vitals before sending me on my way. I won't go into gritty details, but my stay there was relatively short, and I make jokes about it to this day. And mind you, some of them are knock-knock jokes, and they are very funny.
How can you laugh about an ordeal like that?
Because I've already spent too much time being sad about it.
It's very poignant.
Huh. Well, I wouldn't recommend using a sad memory.
Of course not.
I take it that after all this is done, you'll be going to college for real? I was an English major, originally, but then I dropped it. Now I have a communications degree that I don't use.
Well, all this is for college credit. That's why it's so imperative for me to get the damn poem done, and perfectly.
Write about anything you want. You could write about bananas, and I'd still read it, and I'd still think you're perfect. Perfection is subjective.
No, perfection is when you get an A.
Lies.
Perfection is when you get an A.
Lies.
Stop. Perfection is when you get an A.
Lies.
Perfection is when you get an A.
Lies.
Perfection is when you get an A. Lies. I'm actually going to smack you.
Please don't.
This was a bad idea. I wasn't being serious. I'll think of something. I'm sure of it. Just not here.
Wait, don't go. I can still help you. Give me your number. I could text you ideas.
I really have to go. I'm so sorry. I did not think.
You were being serious.
Yup. Guess I was.
This is a memory now.
I suppose it is.
Is it a happy one?
Not in particular.
Is it a sad one?
No.
Could you write about it?
Maybe.
Then my work here is done. Although, if you ever wanted to get coffee or something.
Thanks for the help, but don't push your luck.
It is of the utmost importance that we locate an exceptional blood sac, my dear Nancy. Thick yet slick, thick yet slick. Moist red cheeks are indubitably the indicator.
Ah, very plump, Nancy, like moose with curves.
I know a good corpse when I see one.
And Boris knows curvy moose when he sees one.
Yet still, the code box has been without corpse for quite some time now.
Didn't I get a good corpse last month?
Yes, but...
What? And you didn't like it, Rigby? Because Boris said he totally dug it.
It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't love it.
Boris lied. Last corpse too sweet.
Aha! I knew it was a diabetic. Disgusting!
Pardon your manners around a southern lady. My cousin was a diabetic.
Southern lady, my crumpet, you ate your cousin.
You negative loudmouth dandy. I'm not digging up another grave just because y'all are seriously picky eaters.
Next corpse must be virgin.
What does it matter if the blood is from a virgin or not, Boris?
Boris, think of it like this. You are at food dispensal center.
Grocery store.
You are waiting in line at food dispensal center with warm loaf of bread.
Okay.
So warm that it makes your stomach grumble like hearty water buffalo.
Oh.
Silence! Man then approaches and says, "That is nice loaf of bread. Makes my stomach grumble like hearty water buffalo."
Right, that's nice, Boris.
Man then unzips his trousers and begins to what?
Regardless, we need a fresh, new... virgin corpse for the fridge.
Regardless, the chore wheel's out to get me. I've been on groceries for decades now.
Do not doubt Wheel. Wheel is scale of justice.
You're a neat gal, but you haven't been pulling your weight in the flats lately.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I'm neat.
That is not the point.
I know.
We're not discussing how neat you are.
I do a fine job with my other chores.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Well, no, you don't, and that's why we're here.
Here is point, Nancy. You have ignored demands of Almighty Wheel for 4 years.
It is unacceptable to have heaps of dishes lying around, covered in arby's and all sorts of icky things.
Boris is so embarrassed when people come over.
Who cares? You invite them over to kill them.
Oh. Yes.
Dishes are for hicks and carpetbaggers.
Dishes are for hip, cool, responsible vampires. I indubitably believe we should pitch in with flat chores because tasks are not going to get up and start doing themselves.
That's why we should get some slaves.
What? No! We've been over this 6 times. The Confederacy lost, Nancy.
The South remembers.
Nobody wants slavery anymore.
I'm not nobody.
Boris thinks serfs is what she is meaning to say. Very different from American concept of slavery.
Oh, cheese on crackers, I've had it! Dig!
Make me.
You've pushed me to this. Beware, madam. There will be no mercy. Please.
Maybe she did not hear you.
Pretty please.
Okay, Boris sees now. She act like child, so she must be disciplined like child.
What in tarnation? Is that how we treat a child?
No, you are right. Next swing will be hard.
Boris, use your words. Conflict resolution skills. Have you learned nothing from 4 seasons of Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues is not for morals, it is for mystery.
All right, give me the shovel.
That's enough of that.
That was Boris's favorite knife.
I am not digging.
Excuse me, this yours?
Ah, yes. Thank you so much. I misplaced my knife and could not seem to find it.
So sorry about my friend here. He's as blind as a bat.
Oh, I wouldn't say Boris is blind like a bat. More so he's blind like a...
Lemur! With eye patch and peg leg! Arrgh!
Oh, well, that's exciting. I'm sorry, I just had the strangest feeling that someone said the word dig. Must have been a senior moment, I suppose.
Yes, my dear Rigby, what was that all about?
Oh, I was simply raving over the meticulous design of this grave. I really dig it. Just take a gander at that dirt. Marvelous dirt, isn't it?
Dirt! Traditional Siberian dish.
Dirt? They eat dirt in Siberia?
If lucky, yes.
Please excuse Boris, madam. His humor tends to be very dry.
Boris is not dry. Boris is always moist.
I'm sorry, it is getting late, and I think your friend just called himself moist. Who are you people?
Oh, I'm just visiting my good friend, James. Jimmy. Just visiting my old chap, Jimmy.
Oh, you knew my Jim.
Yes, of course. Jimmy was always such a pleasure, and we've been absolutely craving a taste of our old friend. Isn't that right?
And I am Gravedigger. This is why I have shovel.
Well, that's an interesting outfit for a gravedigger.
Ah, the lady likes. Boris calls it frigid but flavorsome.
Frigid because it is cold out, and flavorsome because...
The look is flavorsome because it is sexy.
Oh.
Ah, the lady is aroused. Boris can smell it.
Alrighty then, we really should be going now.
Smells quite a bit like wet dog.
Boris is not sure if he has work to get back to. All this, so much work.
Excuse me. Pardon Rigby's stiffness. I'm Nancy. I knew Jimmy from university.
And I am Boris. I knew Jimmy from university as well.
Oh, well, I'm Alice. It's nice to meet you all properly. And did you guys meet in business school or?
Majored in accounting.
Interior design.
Chivalry. Very dirty business.
My Jim never mentioned a Nancy, Ribbone, or Boris.
Rigby.
So, how long were you two together?
Oh, well, since he was born, I suppose.
Cougar alert!
Jim was my son.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just that Jimmy always had such an appetite for older women that we just assumed.
He did?
Ah, yes. Your son into many odd things. Very kinky.
Jim was no virgin, but kinky.
Not a virgin, huh? I hope you're aware that'll hurt his chances.
Please excuse my friend, Lady Nagad. She's being grossly inappropriate.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. I rather like her spunk. An old lady never gets to talk so candidly about things like this in a nursing home.
We all, Nancy specifically, have so many chores to get done.
And I appreciate your enthusiasm, Alice, because we'd love to keep hearing about your Jim and how thick and slick he was.
Jim? Thick? My son was skinny to the bone.
Boris's disappointment.
Very pale.
Oh.
Oh, and rancid, diabetic.
Oh. Graveyard is closing now.
But this graveyard doesn't close.
Well, it does not close, but loses the authentic atmosphere when the gravedigger leaves, and I am hungry.
Hungry? Oh, good thing. I brought snacks. And space is always spiritually filling. Yeah.
Okay, this woman's lost her damn marbles and the blood sacs are bust.
Agreed, I can't sustain such a passive-aggressive argument with you and my skin's melting off. We shall find a meal elsewhere.
Take page out of Boris's book. McDonald's, home of emotional vulnerability.
Your book?
Why must you remind me I cannot read?
It's all right, Boris. We can order off your favorite if you want.
Chuck and cheeses?
We'll even let you go on the tube slide as long as you pee before you go.
Dark times, different Boris.
You guys sure you don't want...
Goodbye!
Coast is clear, boys. Prize is ours. Those thing pickers were done with beetles on.
Yeehaw, you did it again.
Stu, get your greedy mitts off the body and share with your brothers. What are we?
Werewolves.
And what did your ma teach you know better?
Werewolves. Not wolves.
What was that? Can wolves. Can wolves. That's right. Now get digging, boys.
I'd like to introduce the writers of the plays that you just saw. Portraits is by Nicole von Dresen. Look at the Stars is by Martin Williams. Mine Not Ours is by Joey Krabiksowitz. You Deserve That is by Kelly McDonald. Walmart Isn't That Bad is by Jack Baker. Snow Globes is by Alex Kales. Boulevard is by Ellie Burke. Thin Mints is by Justin Menares. Building Castles is by Sarah Valika. Ride or Die is by Alyssa Fry. Inspiration is by Madison Holt. And Brave Stakes is by Will Moran. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next year. Have a great night.